Hello. I've been flattening this cover for my junk journal all night long because it was a little warped. And I thought it turned out fantastic. I really like this back cover. I like the whole thing. This is the front cover. I think the back cover is especially beautiful. And now I'm going to do something about the inside. I'm going to use this red paper. It's like, what kind of paper? It's like printer paper, but it's red, and I've had it for years because what do you do with red paper, you know? But I'm going to put it inside this journal. I have a couple pieces here. And on it, I'm going to use the Mod Podge, which is really just like glue, matte finish. It's decoupage glue, and I'm going to use these tea tags from my tea bags that I've been collecting. I actually have quite a few of these that I've collected because I like the quotes on them. And I use them for various things, and I'm just going to decorate the inside covers of my junk journal with these tea tags. Bookmarks. One thing I noticed when I put on this red paper was that this side of the box, as you recall perhaps, it's a cereal box, and the inside of the box absorbs the Mod Podge a lot faster than the other side did. So I had to hurry to get these down. They went down very smoothly, but once they started to just be there for a few minutes, this one started to wrinkle a bit, I guess where there was more Mod Podge on the cardboard. So I'm using this just to get some of the wrinkles out. And to be honest, I don't think it matters all that much because it is a junk journal, and I don't think that means there's supposed to be any perfection to it. Like this back cover was very wrinkled, and then I put another coat of Mod Podge over that. And I like the way it turned out, even though it is wrinkled. You can feel the bumps. Whereas this side went on pretty smooth. So I don't think the wrinkles matter all that much. I'm going to wait till this dries, and then I'm going to put on some more Mod Podge, and I'm going to start putting my little tea tags on top. Here we are once again at my desk, and I'm going to read to you from my journal for Wednesday, April 11th, 2018, started at 10:15 a.m. in Post Falls, Idaho. Weather report. Overcast except between the clouds, where there's occasional sunshine. Yesterday and today I've been working on 2 art projects. 1. Chalkboard paint project with old broken cutting board. 2. Book cover for a junk journal. A project popular on YouTube these days. I guessoed just the outside of a cut cereal box, and in retrospect, I probably should have gessoed both sides because the decoupage glue was absorbed too quickly into the cardboard on the inside of the box. For the outside, I used my jelly plate to paint some paper to decoupage on. Looks very nice in my opinion. On the inside, I've decoupaged in some red printer paper on which I'll affix some of my tea tags with quotes I've been saving for no particular reason at all. True junk. For the junk journal, I guess. Now, I've been wondering what to put in there. Should it be souvenirs from my Walk with Christ experience? Or maybe other Christian paper that is accumulating in a drawer in my closet? Church bulletins and things like that. Or maybe make it a place to take notes on books? Or just use random junk? I have a drawer full of that I saved to use in collages and mixed media projects. Anyhow, it is a learning experience, and that is what I wanted. I've heard it said that the way not to be overcome by old age is to learn new things and keep the mind active. That's the whole point of creating art and a YouTube lifestyle. To stay mentally active and challenged in my senior citizen years. No apathy or atrophy for me, please. The art projects are so much fun. I may take another art class online when I get my finances back into order. Right now I'm treading water financially, so I must transcribe. Finished at 10:32 a.m. So while we're here, I thought I'd show you how I do this border around my page. What I do is I get, not this one, it's too big, the smaller water brush. And I have these jar lids with ink in them. This is just ink. This is green marine Noodler's ink, made in the USA. So I have 4 different kinds of ink, colors of ink I should say. Anyhow, I just put some of that on my water brush and I guess you could say get wild with it. So that's done. And that'll be ready for my journaling tomorrow. Now the water brush needs to be cleaned off. It's pretty much self-cleaning. I just use a tissue there and squeeze it out. And just keep squeezing the water through until it comes out clear, which soon enough it does. It doesn't take long. And then I have a clean water brush again. So that's the secret of how I do my painting with ink. And I have 1 jar lid for each color of ink that I have. And I'll just let that dry and it'll be ready for tomorrow. It does bleed through the page a little bit. So I only do my journaling on one side of the page. I've done that for years because of pens. Now this is my other notebook that I've been using to write the flash fiction in. And I did this story in pencil. I did a couple of them in pencil, and then I went back to using the ink. And the ink that I use for these is the Pigma Micron by Sakura. And I have a variety of colors so I don't get bored. I use them for art projects and for writing. And there's no bleed through on this with this ink there's no bleed through, so that's why I use these kinds of pens. Because this being a journal into which I'm writing short stories, I just want to use as many pages as possible. So that's the story, and I'm going to now go back to the art room and work on that project again. It's kind of convenient that I'm doing this wood project with the old broken cutting board at the same time that I'm doing the junk journal, because I used it to weigh down the junk journal because it was sort of curling up while it was drying. So I think this is going to be very nice. Nicer than expected, and it's time to put on another coating of the decoupage glue. So these are both very old paint brushes. I use this one, white one, for gesso right now, and I'm using this one for decoupage glue, and they're both really nearly ready to be thrown away. But as long as they're not causing the bristles to come off in my work, I'm not too unhappy with them. So this is how it's going to go. I'm going to decoupage just a little bit and then put on these tags sort of in a random way. Like, I'm not looking at the quotes, I'm just putting them in one at a time, like that. So, I don't need to be too exact with this. And I'll cover them over now. There is no perfection. Perfection eludes me, so I don't even try for it anymore. It's better to get something done than to try to be perfect with it. And it is a perfect whatever it is in the end. Look how pretty this turned out.